Hello, welcome, come one, come all, to the Blitz with AZ and Fitz, Week 18 edition / NFL Wildcard Playoff edition. It's going to be a little bit of a different week this week. We're going to review a couple of games from Week 18, really the important ones, that had playoff implications. But other than that, we decided instead of just going through all the games of the regular season last week, we're going to preview the wild card. I think that's a little bit more important. It's kind of burning on everyone's mind. I know it is mine. But before we hop into that, I just wanted to point out we got some breaking news. AZ, do you want to share it?
Yeah, as I predicted, it's either Lamar or John. Did I get it right this time? John Harbaugh.
John Harbaugh, yeah.
Yeah, it's the least I could do now that he's getting fired. But yeah, he's getting fired. I kind of said that it's harder to find a quarterback than it is a coach. So John Harbaugh, after 18 years coaching the Ravens, has been let go of his duties. A lot of coaches got fired. That's usually how it goes on Mondays. But they waited at least one more day, give him extra day to give him the boot. But he is officially out. Ravens are in need of a coach, so it'll be interesting to see who Lamar picks, because Lamar's gonna have final say, and we'll see who he gets, and hopefully they can give more of that hump so he can get that chip.
God, what a good coaching situation to get to enter into. Can you think of a more ideal situation for a candidate to want to be in, like Derrick Henry and Lamar?
Yeah, most of the quarterback.
Yeah, most of the time coaches take over teams that are like in need of pivotal players.
Like the Raiders.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't know who's going to win with the Raiders, But, man, what an ideal situation. You get to walk in with a franchise, two-time MVP quarterback?
Two-time MVP, yeah.
And maybe a future Hall of Fame running back,
Derrick Henry for sure in the Hall of Fame, for sure.
Yeah,
easy.
So that is a great situation to walk into. Do you think that the Ravens and Steelers game, I actually have it down on our thing, so we'll get around to it. We'll get around to it because I'm curious what you think about that coaching situation there. But I guess we might as well just hop straight into. We're gonna do a flyby, like I said. It's gonna be quick. We're gonna hop straight into Seahawks versus 49ers. What did you make of this?
I did not expect the Seahawks to dominate the 49ers the way they did. Honestly, it was very impressive the way the defense dominated the 49ers offense. The 49ers were coming in hot offense. We probably agreed that was probably the best team in the NFL at that point before Saturday night. And, man, that you could look at the score. It wasn't a high-scoring game. You probably would assume it was close just looking at the box score. But, it was never really close at all.
No.
The Seahawks dominated from start to finish on the defensive side. And I got to give props. When props are due, I'm always hard on this guy, but Sam Darnold, he played a clean game. He didn't light it up, but he also didn't cost him the game. So, I always nitpick about him turning the ball over at the worst times, and he played a real clean game. He managed the game as he was supposed to. He saw it was going to be a defensive battle, and he did his part to make sure he gave his team a chance and not put them in bad positions, and he did that. And, the 49ers, they just couldn't get it together offensively. Purdy had that one interception that he kind of threw a little bit behind C-Mac, and it kind of bounced off his hand, and it was picked off. But other than that, they just kept putting pressure on him, and they just couldn't get in sync. The 49ers couldn't get in sync offensively. I think, their biggest play was to Kittle. It was, 25-yard play. And
yeah.
Other than that, they just couldn't get nothing going.
Yeah, I'm so used to the 49ers sort of enforcing their will on opponents, just leaning on them, And the Seattle defense, they swarmed to the ball. They knocked the crap out of the 49ers. Oh, my God, it was a bloodbath, it felt like just completely outmatched.
Even with Trent Williams out, I don't think that would have made a difference.
No, I don't think anything would have really made much of a difference in this matchup. They just got out-hit. They got out-willed. They got outplayed. The Seattle just looked like, I know it's a cliche, but they really did look like they wanted it more that night. And it's the first game I really feel like I watched of San Francisco where you're like, okay, this team does look kind of injured. It's maybe the first game where I really felt that.
Yeah.
They may be in a similar situation to the Rams where they're going to really look back at that game and say, man, if we could have gotten that 1 seed, we could have rested up a little bit, game planned for the future, and we would have gotten the easiest strength of schedule into the potential Super Bowl. So they may look back at this game against the Seahawks with regret, especially since it was only a 13-3. I mean, my God.
Yeah, it was a very low scoring game.
It felt winnable, but it wasn't.
It looked winnable in the box score, but it never really was. It was just the Seahawks just manhandled them. They out physical the 49ers the whole game, and it was the most impressive win for me for the Seahawks, just because offensively they weren't doing much, and their defense was able to still put out a great performance against a hot offense like the 49ers.
Really hot, yeah. 49ers been killing teams, dude.
Yep, and
this was a whole different 49er team we've seen, and I did not see that coming. I'll admit.
Sam Darnold back-to-back. Oh no, last year he didn't get. Well, it was weird. It was a similar situation to last year with Sam Darnold.
But this time he won.
This time he won. Yeah, it was last year.
Both are 14-win seasons, though. Back-to-back 14 winners.
14-win seasons. Yeah, that's Vikings, man. They really dropped the ball on that.
Yeah, it's looking that way. JJ's playing a little bit better down the stretch. They're playing a little bit better. We got screwed out of $1,300 total dollars if we would have doubled up on Vikings in our survivor pool. I should have known. Never trust the Cowboys. So I missed out on an opportunity for huge money. But we're going to, like I said, this is a flyby. We're going to move on to our next game. We've got Cardinals versus Rams. And did you watch any of this game?
Yeah. It was kind of a close game at first. I was like, man, the Rams are still struggling, for the first couple quarters, and then they started pulling away, and then it was kind of a blowout near the end. And I think that was a really big win the Rams needed really bad, just to build that confidence back up. They were on a losing slump. They didn't really look the same. They lost to the Falcons, the Seahawks, so they looked a little bit shaky. I know that's not what you want to hear, but I feel like that was a big win for them. It gave them that confidence back. I think Adams should be coming back for the wild card, right?
I think the Rams might almost be fully healthy. They're getting a lot back. They're basically going to have their entire team. So I think if Quentin Lake comes back, I think that's basically everyone.
The whole team. Yeah. So I think, like I said, it was a big, big win for the Rams. I feel like they really needed it, badly, because you don't want to go into the playoffs on the losing streak. You want to kind of start getting hot now. Come playoff time, you carry that momentum, and that's how usually you get to the big game. But I think it was a big, important win. Yeah, it's the Cardinals. The Cardinals are what, top 5 draft pick team this year, but I still think they needed that win, and they handled business at the end, which was the most important thing. And we'll see how they come next week, how they do.
Yeah, I watched this game though, and I was like, from my eye, if
you were
motivated, the Rams,
you were motivated with this win?
No, if the Rams were playing almost anyone else, this would have been a loss. I mean, you look at the final score, and you're like, oh my God, a 17-point margin of victory. This is a blowout, dude. The Cardinals, kept
it close. They kept it interesting for a little bit.
If that was any other team, it would have either been tight at the end or they could have beaten us. At the end, you started to see the cracks in the foundation which make the Cardinals a bad team. Jacoby is shell-shocked. Any amount of pressure or the threat of pressure from previous plays, and he just gets skittish. He just doesn't know what to do. He holds onto the ball too long.
Right.
Doesn't really seem like they have a game plan. He just shaky foundation there. But they played us really tough, man. And
they did for the most part, yeah.
That does not bode well for us, man.
It's not like you guys have we'll talk about it later, but it's not like you guys have a big matchup coming up or anything like that.
They beat us. We'll talk about that. But yeah.
I still think it was a good win. It's a good win to get your confidence up. Sometimes you got to get, you got to just do something to get your confidence up, and that's what you need to do,
I guess. I don't know how much confidence you can glean from this game, but I do before next week goes down and the Rams piss me off again, I do want to give a little bit of love, give a quick shout out to Puka.
He balled out.
He is unbelievable. That is an unbelievable talent at receiver, and I don't really remember watching anyone quite like him. Maybe like Megatron. Yeah, he's so aggressive at the point
He's
of
like
attack.
you know he's gonna get the ball, yeah, you still can't stop him. That's how you know you're that good.
I know, and when he's in man-to-man coverage, when he just one guy covering him, he's pretty much assume he's open. Pretty much, you
Yeah.
could always throw him the ball and see what happens. Chances are something good.
Did he finish the league leading the league in receptions?
Yeah, I think so. I think it was him or like Trey McBride, the tight end for Arizona.
Tight
I
end
think
for Arizona. He led the league for tight ends. I don't think he ended up with the lead in receptions. I think Puka might have took it.
Yeah, and he missed games. That's impressive.
Oh yeah,
dude.
he did. He did. Yeah, he did.
He missed like what, like 2 or 3 games or something. Yeah.
Yeah, in the beginning of the year.
And he's number 2 in yardage.
Yeah, yeah.
After missing games.
Well, you gotta think about it, man. He had a couple. He had like 200 yards against the damn Seahawks Thursday night. Yeah, he is the bright light in that team.
He really is. He's an amazing talent. It's hard to even like draw a comparison. I heard Troy compare him to Michael Irvin, and it might be reasonable.
He's very physical. Yeah, he's very physical. He's very physical.
I've heard rumors that he couldn't see playing in the NFL into his 30s, and I'm like, oh man, if he just calls it a day in his late 20s, that'll be like one of the biggest what if stories in the NFL, man. That's like Megatron retiring early to me. He's just insane.
Well, I mean, if he gets if he finishes with a ring or two, then I think you don't have to say what if. He got most of it done in a short amount of time. You just got to respect it at that point because he walked away on his own terms with a couple hardware chips.
Yeah, but you still want to see where he'll be on the all-timer list. With talent like that, I mean, man, he's crazy good. Crazy
He's fun to
good.
watch. He's fun to watch.
I think he's maybe probably one of the best we've seen talent-wise come into the league in a long time.
And you guys got him in the 5th round?
I know.
Was a big steal.
Out of nowhere. Just out of nowhere. Yeah. It's not as if like we knew it was coming. We picked him in the 5th.
Yeah, if you wouldn't wait till, like they said, if you knew Brady was gonna be that good, you wouldn't wait till the 6th round to get him.
No.
Yeah.
He would have been like a top 5 pick.
Top 5 pick,
yeah.
Easily.
I mean, this guy is a game changer, dude, at the receiver position, more than anyone in the league to me, by far. But yeah, I just wanted to give a little bit of love. I know I've been hard on my Rams lately, so. Shout out to Puka. You are a baller, bro.
The way you've been talking, I almost forgot you were the Rams fan.
Yeah. Sometimes it's easy to forget lately the way they've been playing.
Oh, God.
But yeah, let's go ahead and turn the page. We've got Ravens versus Steelers.
This was surprisingly a fun game. I didn't really expect much out of it because I thought there were 2 bottom-feeding teams that were just trying to get into the playoffs, kind of like the Panthers and Bucks.
Yeah.
But, Lamar did his thing out there. I know you like to hit on Lamar, but he threw 3 touchdowns. He hit Zay Flowers. Oh, dude, that touchdown to Zay Flowers, the first one he threw to him.
Yeah, that was crazy.
He kind of like did the Matrix right between the 2 linemen, and then his Zay Flowers wide. Oh, that was beautiful.
That was crazy.
That was probably one of the best touchdowns of the year, easily. And then what else? I mean, Lamar did his part, and there's one guy on the team that has one job: kick the ball. Just kick the ball. And I get it. He's a rookie, but they put you. I mean, Lamar.
You're in the NFL. You're an NFL kicker. You're here for these situations.
It's less than 50 yards away. They even kind of moved a little bit to the right so they can make it as easy as possible for you, and you somehow still shank the kick. Oh, I know Lamar was pissed.
Painful. Just painful.
John his job, because I'm sure John would have not been fired if he didn't.
That's what I wanted to ask you about, if I can interject.
Yeah.
Do you think this was a competition for who gets to keep their jobs between Tomlin and Harbaugh? Do you think whoever lost got fired?
I do think that whoever would have lost this game was going to get let go. Rodgers would have retired. He might still retire depending on how they go out in the playoffs. I don't see him coming back, but yeah, it was pretty much who's going to keep their job, because it's inexcusable for either coach to still come up short based on where they play at, the franchise they play for. These are prestige franchises like the Ravens and the Steelers. They're always in contention. from at least from the time I've been watching football, they've always been a contending team.
Oh, the Steelers are a proud franchise, no doubt, with a great history, and the Ravens.
They're short. I mean, for the short history they have.
They come from the Browns. They work the Cleveland Browns, so they have a long history too. They just moved and became the Ravens. Yeah,
Ravens, right? So I would say, I mean, if Steelers lost this, I wouldn't be surprised if Tomlin got let go either. So, yeah, I mean, and you heard rumbles about Lamar and John not getting along, his voice kind of wearing out in the locker room. So it was kind of a matter of time. Who knows? Maybe if they did make the playoffs after this playoffs, if they lost in the wild card, he probably would have still got fired. I wouldn't be surprised if that happened either. Especially if the rumors of him and Lamar not getting along. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if this was just a matter of time waiting for the season to end. So, yeah, I mean,
he had a long tenure there in Baltimore, man.
18 years.
Yeah, it's hard to even remember who was before. It were like Brian Billick or something.
Yeah, it was Brian Billick. Yeah.
God, man, that felt like forever ago, bro.
Yeah, I was like in middle school, or I want to say middle school, or maybe just entering high school when he got hired.
Yeah, that's when like Ray Lewis was young.
Yeah, Ray Lewis, Ed Reed.
Crazy, dude.
Yeah, Suggs. Yeah, I mean, Lamar did his thing, and so you can't blame. I don't know how you're gonna take it, but I don't blame this on Lamar at all. He did what he had to do. He put him in great position.
I don't know, dude. I feel like there's times where Lamar just kind of freezes up and they don't get the job done, bro.
No,
this game was very indicative of their season, bro.
No way. Lamar balled out this game. You can't blame this at all. He did what he had to do. He gave him the lead. Ravens defense is so trash, garbage, that they gave the lead back to this. They had Rodgers looking a little like almost like prime Rodgers. That's how bad the Ravens defense was. They almost look like he almost.
Dude,
looked like
Lamar was 11 for 18 in this game.
That's not bad. That's not bad. That's more than what 50%.
11 for 18, but that's 11 completions in an entire game, man.
And how many touchdowns did he get?
He had 3.
Okay.
But one was that deep bomb. Without that, you take that away, and it changes.
2 deep. No,
oh, 2 deep bombs. Yeah, that's right.
Zay Flowers.
Yeah.
The second one was like busted, kind of like almost busted.
God,
coverage.
You take 2 plays out of that, and it's like 9 for 16 and barely anything.
No, you can't do that. You can't do no takeaways. This ain't math. No, he had legit
11 passes completed.
What is the completion percentage of that? That's more than I don't know.
61.
That's good. Over 60% is good.
Yeah, I mean, I just can't imagine a game Stafford only completes 11 passes.
Well, you got to think about it. It was a rough game in the beginning. It was cold outside. You try to play football in the cold. It ain't easy.
Stafford still complete like 27 of them motherfuckers in the cold.
Nah, man. And he had to like shimmy here and there, and he did, like I said, Lamar did his duty. He handled his business. For a guy that's supposedly gaming all night, he sure didn't look like it out there. He was gaming on the field. And the kicker missed it, man. That's not his fault. At the end of the day, Lamar did his part. This loss is not on Lamar. The only thing I can blame Lamar is he wasn't available when his team needed him the most. They were like 1-5 at one point.
Yeah.
So the fact that they were even this close to making the playoffs says a lot about Lamar to me. Says he's a winner no matter what the circumstances are. He's going to find a way to get you in contention, and that's all you could ask for. So, props to the Steelers, man. They're going to get in the playoffs. I don't see them making much noise in the playoffs, but if the script writers are cooking and they're going to give Rodgers a farewell tour and give him that ring to send him away, then kudos to him. But Rodgers looked pretty good out there too. I mean, he looked all right.
Yeah, I mean, the Ravens started this game 10-0, and then the Steelers came back 13-10.
Yeah, it was a slow burn game.
I know. That's why I feel like Lamar had the opportunity to take this game over and kind of didn't.
I mean, he did the best he could. Like I said, he did the best he could. He put him in the lead, and then the Ravens defense let him right back down. So he was doing his part,
That's the problem. He did the best he could, and it wasn't good enough. No, I mean, the only reason they were even in a position to kick a winning field goal is because the extra point was missed by Pittsburgh. Oh, my God. And you know Pittsburgh would be pissed. Steelers fans would be pissed as the Ravens fans are now if they lost because of a mixed extra point. That would be tragic. That just would be tragic.
That was so weird that both missed kicks. I just had a feeling like, bro, like, once the PAT was missed, and then I see the Ravens going down the field, I'm like, he's gonna miss this field goal. He's gonna somehow miss this game-winning field goal. And
I swear they always miss when I feel like they're gonna. You know,
that's what it makes it almost seem scripted. Like, all right, so he misses the PAT the first time in 4 years? I think it was the first time in 4 years he misses the PAT, and next you know, I'm like, okay, well, I'm assuming the NFL wants Rodgers in the playoffs, so somehow this Ravens kicker is gonna shank this kick, and sure enough, no matter how close they got.
Why do you assume they want Rodgers in?
I don't know. Cause
they didn't want him in last year.
I don't know. It's just Steelers, prestigious franchise, Rodgers, potentially the last year of his career. Give him a good farewell tour. It just seemed that way. So I just assumed they're going to just give him this. The script writers gave him this gimme.
The script writers cooked this one up, huh?
Like that wasn't a part of the script, missing the PAT. So now we got to alter the script on the fly, and now he's gonna miss the field goal, and he's gonna get all these crazy threats from the Ravens fans, and we're gonna get John Harbaugh the hell out of here. And exactly,
Jesus,
as scripted, it all went as planned. So congrats to the Steelers, man. You made it to another week. You delayed your vacation another week. It's
interesting. Their playoff matchup too. All right, we're going to move into the playoffs. So we're going to start previewing the playoff games we have coming up. I'm going to start with the AFC, which means we have Chargers versus Patriots.
All right.
That is our first matchup. To me, this is a mismatch. I'm not going to lie.
What do you have? I guess I'll wait.
I think the Patriots are just going to kill the Chargers.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I do. I think this is going to be a mismatch. I think the Patriots are maybe the most complete team in football, other than Seahawks and them are tight. They're close.
You think they're going to put belt to ass?
They might. I think the Chargers are going to get a little overwhelmed. Their offensive line is weak, and they're playing at home in Foxborough, a West Coast team traveling to the East Coast in the cold. I just don't see. Yeah,
Jim Harbaugh.
Yeah, no. I think Vrabel's better than him right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I just don't see this one going well, man. I think this might be like one of the more boring playoff games.
Oh, boring.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you usually always get. Honestly, wild card rounds are usually pretty shitty. In the previous years, a lot of blowouts in the wild card because once they introduced that 7th seed, things got a little weird and tilted.
I don't like the 7th seed because you could tell that what team wasn't supposed to be in the playoffs in years past.
Yeah, and maybe I should have made this a hot take. I miss having a 2 seed that gets to the bye week. Yeah, gets the bye week. I think that's just a little bit better.
I agree. I don't like the 7th seed. It's because that 7th seed is usually a crappy team. So, and like you said, they usually get blown out. I mean, I have the game going to the whole opposite of what you said. I actually think the Chargers are going to win, man. I did a little bit of research. You know, I got my ESPN on. So Pats, they have a top 3 total offense in the league. That's good, you know, but if you look at their strength of schedule, they have the worst strength of schedule. They were ranked 32nd for strength of schedule, meaning they played a bunch of shitty teams the whole year. The whole year they played nothing but crap. I mean, they lost to the Raiders week 1, which, you know,
but that's week 1.
And then they lost to the Bills and Steelers. So, and then they played the Jets twice, and the Jets are the Jets. The Dolphins are the Dolphins. And so they had the weakest schedule out of all the teams in the NFL this year. So I kind of, you know, and the Chargers played in probably one of the toughest divisions this year, which is the AFC West. You know, they got Mahomes in there, you got Bo Nix and the Broncos and the defense in there, and then you got the Chargers in there.
And the mighty Raiders.
And the mighty Raiders in that division. The Raiders in that division, right?
Raiders. Yeah.
But I give the edge to the Chargers. Just Chargers are ranked 12th offensively, but they have a top 10 defense. So we'll see how Drake May's first playoff run. We'll see how he does against a top 10 defense.
The Chargers do have a sneaky decent defense. I will give them that. Jim Harbaugh always gets the defense pretty right, but the Patriots no slouch on defense as well.
No, they're not. They have a pretty good defense as well. But I just based on the Patriots haven't really played too many tough opponents, so I'm just gonna lean towards the Chargers a little bit. I know they're on the road and they're playing in the East Coast in cold weather, and I get that. I respect that. But Brady's not there. Bill Belichick's not there. So I don't think they're gonna have that same aura that they used to have back in the day. So I got the Chargers winning 20-10, man. I just feel like, it's a young team versus an experienced team in the Chargers who's been in the playoffs the last couple of years. Justin Herbert got to do something eventually. You got to prove that you're that guy for San Diego, or not San Diego, but LA. And I think this is his year, man. He got Jim Harbaugh backing him up, and I think he needs to win his game for his sake. So I think he gets it done, 20-10. I think the Patriots had a cakewalk year, and this is one of their biggest challenges this year, because you saw last time they played a winning team, the Bills. They were up 21-0, and what happened? Choked the lead. So, yeah, Chargers up 20-10, and they move on to the divisional.
Yeah, I don't see it happening that way. I think this is going to be – it could end up – the final score, it may be one of those games where the final score looks like, oh, it was a one-score game, but when you watch the game, it was like garbage time points where, they stand no chance. The Patriots already up, let's say 31-24, Patriots up 31-13. 10. And and then the Chargers rally late, but it's way too late, and that's obvious. I think it could be one of those kind of games. The Patriots have played a weak strength of schedule, but at the same time, what do when they play weak teams? They take care of business, and they usually look good. They earn their style points when they do. That's why they have an MVP candidate. I think of all the matchups I'm looking at here, I think this has the biggest chance to be the belt-to-ass game. So, there's one other that stands out maybe, but I don't know if I'm confident in that one. So
I got a belt-to-ass game, but I'll get to it when we get there.
All right. Well, that would be probably my prediction. Let's say 31-24, but the 24 comes largely in garbage time. So, all right. Next up, we've got Bills versus Jaguars. I assume you're gonna have some things to say about this one. So do your little thing. Jerk this dude off.
I'm gonna get him right. Hold on.
Yeah, you is.
Anyways, pause. But yeah, we need Josh Allen to be Superman this game. Well, we need him to be Superman the whole playoffs.
That's the problem.
That's the problem. That's going to be their biggest obstacle is, can Josh Allen be Superman for the next 3 games? Was it? Yeah. Wild card.
4, division. Really?
4 games down. Yeah. My bad. 4 games. Can he do that? I think he can. I hope he can. And I think all of America wants him to do that as well. I think all of America is cheering on for Superman Josh Allen. Man, we all love Superman. But here's the duel on paper. So we got the Jags. They're 11th for total offense. Bills have a top 10 defense. So it'll be interesting to see that battle. Can Trevor Lawrence ball out?
But we need to take into consideration what Jaguars have been doing lately. Forget about the first half of the season. When you consider the second half or so of the season, they have been balling, dude. They've been crazy.
They're coming to the playoffs real hot. And I just feel like this is destiny for Josh Allen, man. This is his year. No Burrow, no Mahomes.
Manifest destiny, huh?
Yeah, no Lamar. Well, he didn't have no problem with Lamar, but no Burrow and no Mahomes. So this is his opportunity. It just feels right. And I got the Bills winning 28-24, man. This is now or never for Allen, bro. This is now or never. This is your best opportunity. If you don't win it here, who knows, how the future is going to play out. But I just feel like this is it, man. He has to get it done this year. If he don't, I don't know. Tomorrow's not promised. So, Allen, this is it, man. You got to level up.
Yeah.
Level up.
So I saw on First Things First. So it's not an original take by me. I saw on First Things First. They said, I think it was Nick that said, the Bills are the one and only true SBOB team. SBOB stands for Super Bowl or Bust. And I totally agree with that. There's not another team on this list that is truly Super Bowl or Bust this year more than the Bills. Man, that is a lot of pressure to live up to. That's a lot of Superman. Having to be Superman 4 games straight. We have not seen it that consistent this year. He is not Superman for 4 games straight in any stretch of this season. Even against weaker teams, he has not done quite that. He has not become Super Josh. So, I don't know, man. They're playing a team that is riding high. And I think that team could upset the Bills. The Bills have been up and down all around.
It wouldn't be an upset. Hold on. It's not going to be if Josh loses, it wouldn't be an upset technically because they're the underdog.
Okay, but it would be an upset in terms of the fact that they're an SBOB team. And the Bills are under tremendous pressure to get the job done because Mahomes, Lamar, and Burrow are not in the picture.
And it's only for one reason. That's why, because the quarterback, they got Josh Allen. If they had Billy Bob as quarterback, we wouldn't be caring about the Bills. We'd be like, well, I mean, hooray, they made the playoffs, but they didn't even win their division. So they're going on the road. If Allen even gets to the Super Bowl, that's a feat within itself, being a road team for the whole playoffs. But he has to get it done. I agree with that.
He's had so many bites at the apple, and this is his best shot that he's had. I know it's not the best team, but like in terms of the field being wide open, it's never been more wide open than this. I mean, the AFC is not super strong this year, and it's got a bunch of teams no one really saw coming. So, they are the one and only true SBOB team. And they really have to win this game. That's a lot of pressure against a really good team. And I think the Jags, there's a few teams this year. Honestly, there's always one or two teams from each, one team at least from each conference. You say, they're kind of playing on house money. This year, there's a lot of teams, I would say, playing on house money. Honestly. The Jaguars are going to, I think, be one of them. And that's a tough ask to go into Jacksonville and play a team that's been playing hot, been playing great, and they're on house money. I don't think they're going to win this game. I think the Bills might be a one-and-doner. And I'm going to say the Jaguars win it, 28-20.
So my score, hold on, you just flipped it for the Jaguars.
Oh yeah.
Oh, no, 28. I gave the Jaguars 4 points, so I got 28-24. All right.
Okay. Yeah, right. I say the Jaguars win 28-20.
Dang.
Yeah.
You don't have no faith in Josh Allen. That's messed up. All right, man. Well, when you're wrong, you're wrong.
If their running back for the Bills has a day, maybe they win.
Cook,
yeah.
If James Cook, he's been balling out.
Josh Allen needs somebody to take the pressure off in these playoff games. He needs somebody to rise up and help him a little.
I like Kincaid too, other tight end Kincaid. I think he's a reliable target. But yeah, I guess we're really seeing two different sides of the playoffs. You're leaning one way, I'm leaning the other because we're both picked so far. You're picking the opposite team. We'll see who knows ball more come next week. So stay tuned. But
I'm feeling confident in my picks. All right. Well, next up we got Texans versus Steelers, and let's see if we can make this 3 for 3. I think. Okay, first of all, I just want to say, I said the Bills are the only true SBOB team. This game is interesting because I think the Steelers are the only other team besides the Bills. They're SBOB. They're the only team that needs to at least win a playoff game. They have to win one.
Yeah, it's been over 10 years, so.
And he's under a tremendous amount of pressure to win one.
Mike Tomlin is. Yes. And Rodgers, he's just trying to.
I think they have to win one.
Something.
And I think they're gonna get it in this game. I think they're
gonna win.
Huh?
You think the Steelers are going to win?
Yeah,
Oh.
I do. I think their defense is going to hold that, contain that offense well enough. The score might be low, but the Steelers' defense is not as good as Houston's, but they're one of those teams where how often do you see anyone score 40 against the Steelers? Basically never.
Never, but man,
people very rarely score 30 against the Steelers. Is it 27, 28 points seems to be around the ceiling. So they don't let a lot go, and the Texans don't have a great offense at times.
No, they
honestly,
don't.
Most of the times.
They're bottom feeding offense. They're like second half. They're like, I think like 20 something ranked or something like that. They were in the second half.
Yeah, and I think the Steelers produce enough magic in this game. Whether it be because turnovers, it could be turnovers. It could be a sloppy game. Defensive battle. I think they produce.
Or what's the new Steelers field called? Is it Heinz?
I think it's Heinz Field, right?
I thought they could change the name. Anyway, they're playing
Three River Stadium or something.
Yeah, they're playing in Pittsburgh, so it's going to be cold, and we'll see. So that's one thing I noticed, that it's going to be a cold game. We'll see how the Texans do.
Yeah, Steelers going to have home field. It's tough. It's tough to go into Pittsburgh with all them damn terrible towels, you know. It's an intimidating atmosphere for sure. I always loved that thing that they do. The
towels.
Yeah, I love the towels. You know, the Chiefs have that damn chop, and then the Vikings have that horn, and the skull. And there's a few other traditions, but that's one of my favorites. Is the terrible towels, and you hear the cry, and they're all waving the towels. It's just so intimidating to me. The tomahawk chop with the chant is pretty crazy too, I will say, but the towels is awesome. I think, Aaron Rodgers, very experienced quarterback in the playoffs. I think they could pull this game out. I think it could be like a 20-14 kind of game. 2017, 20. I'll say 2014.
20-14? Jesus. Yeah, we're going to have to disagree again on this one. So the Texans are the number one ranked defense in the league this year.
I love the Texans. I do. I think the Steelers just get this one.
My thing is, can Rodgers manage the game, not turn the ball over against the Texans defense, which is going to be really hard to do with that top defense. And both offenses leave a lot to be desired. The Steelers' offense ain't that good. So the fact that you got them scoring that many points is kind of crazy. I actually have this low-scoring game. I just think that, Texans are younger. They're better defensively. Offensively, it's a coin flip. You could go either way, but I just think that the Texans their defense is too much for Rodgers, and I got them winning a low-scoring game, 17-10.
See, I think that Rodgers plays kind of scared to take hits and get hurt a lot of times, but I don't think he's going to this time
for the playoffs.
Yeah, I think he's going to play a little different. You're going to see a little bit of a different Rodgers.
It's hard because it just feels like, the Cinderella story. Like, this is Rodgers most likely his last year. I don't see him coming. I'll be surprised if he comes back next year. He just doesn't look the same. But you would almost assume that, if the script writers or the football gods or whatever, destiny of fate, that he's supposed to just go all the way to the Super Bowl. But man, the Texans defense is too legit. Their offense, like the Steelers, they leave a lot to be desired. So I don't know, man. I was kind of like torn between this one because it could go either way. But I just feel like maybe the defense for the Texans might give them the edge. And
if the Texans had just about any other matchup, I'd probably like them. I just think this one is weird, and I think the Steelers need a game. I just think they just need it so bad. They're going to play really motivated, maybe better than they played all season, to actually knock off the Houston Texans.
Well, for your sake and the Steelers' terrible towel's sake, you better hope you're right. I mean, I wouldn't be upset if they won. It'd be cool to see Rodgers go far in the playoffs, maybe play against Allen in the championship game.
That'd be crazy, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. The Steelers just look so mid. The fact that they're in the playoffs is mind-blowing, but they just look so
it's mid. Another NFC South situation over there in the AFC North.
Yeah, so it's just I don't know.
Yeah. All right, well, Next up, we got the Packers versus Bears, and this bracket worked out so great. I love the matchups in this bracket. I just want to say that, man.
It worked out great for the Rams. Yeah,
Well,
I
it's not
agree.
even just the Rams. I just love the bracket all around. I think these are some entertaining games the way it kind of shook out. Packers versus Bears is the oldest rivalry in the books. How can you not love that? And I know Packers may not seem like the most exciting team heading into the playoffs. I know you hate the Bears. You're biased against them.
Whatever.
But Packers versus Bears is always intriguing to me. And they get to meet in the playoffs. How good is that?
I have a hot take. I'll just tell it right now. I don't like divisional teams playing in the playoffs because you see them play already twice a year. Like, not really a fan of divisional teams playing each other in the playoffs because you already seen them play twice. I would like to see them play someone they haven't played for the whole year yet. But, yeah, what are the odds?
If one of them's going to get to probably, right? There's only them two from the North. So whoever wins this is going to have to play a different team.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never been a fan of divisional teams playing each other in the playoffs.
But there's 3 NFC West teams, so you're going to see a lot of them.
Yeah, a lot of them too. But, I mean, how do you have the game? So you have the Bears winning or do you have the Packers winning?
Da Bears.
The Bears.
Da Bears.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm actually gonna have to side with you on this one. Yeah, I mean Packers, they just seem off lately.
Yeah,
Love is coming back. I'm assuming he should be back by now. You know, Bears are coming off a loss to the Lions. I don't think no one saw that one coming. But you know, Caleb, I just feel like Caleb in that offense is gonna be a little bit too much for the Packers to handle. And you know, Love's first game back, he might be rusty for all we know.
Yeah.
So that plays a concern to me. And I just, you know, the Bears are top 10 offense this year. Packers are not a top 10 offense or defense this year on both sides of the ball. I just feel like the Bears might be a little bit too much. I know they're, you know, a young team, first time in the playoffs. Packers do have some experience in the playoffs. But with that being said, I just like the Bears. I just feel like the Packers are out of sync right now. They're not right. And I got them winning 21-10. And
21-10. Wow, that's
is that too generous for the
that's not quite a belt to ask qualifier, right? That's an 11-point margin of victory.
Yeah, not too bad. I mean, it is a divisional game at the end of the day, and you know, divisional games are always tough. And this is the third time you play this damn team. You would assume they kind of got some way to stop each other, but I just feel like that offense on the Bears side is too much for the Packers. And Micah's out. And Love coming back first game, he's probably gonna be rusty. So I just feel like it's a bad time for the Packers to be in the playoffs right now.
Yeah,
so I got them losing.
Yeah, they kind of snuck in there. No one's really talking about them.
Nah, I would say they're actually kind of a disappointment based on the Super Bowl contender favorites they were.
Yeah,
after they got Micah for that trade in the preseason.
Yeah,
the season started, they were Super Bowl favorites.
They've kind of face planted recently. I mean, it feels like I haven't seen them play in 3 weeks. It's so weird.
That Bears lost, man. In overtime, they just lost their mojo.
Yeah,
Love being out. Then they got their ass beat by the Ravens. So yeah, not a good matchup not a good time for the Packers right now. So.
Yeah, I'm going to say I have the Bears winning. Let's see. I'll say it's 24-21.
That close? You think the Packers didn't do that well?
Yeah, you know, asking
time,
20, it might be a little bit of garbage time. We'll see. But it could be close. I mean, there's 2 teams that know each other very well. Ben Johnson has a lot of familiarity with the Packers, and Matt LaFleur has a lot of familiarity with Ben Johnson. And the Bears as well. Yeah. But yeah, I just think in what is it, Soldier Field, they're gonna have an advantage. Of course, they're at home. The Packers kind of leaking oil, and the Bears. I know the only thing that worries me about them is how do they handle that loss in Week 18. You know that's not a great taste to have in your mouth. You know, aftertaste going into the playoffs.
Yeah, I know. That's one thing I thought about too. But I'm like, man, the Packers. It's just if the Packers were coming in hot, then I'd be all right. Well, you know, they're gonna, you know, the Bears are on the losing. You know, the Bears don't have momentum right now. They just lost. But I just feel like even with the Bears losing, the Packers just seem so like out of sync that I
Yeah.
don't see them winning this game at all.
And
I'm trying to see what the
yeah.
weather is gonna be like. Because if it's gonna be
Um
like a snowy game, it might be low scoring, but we'll see.
I do I do wonder if the Bears are going to be able to maintain their sort of turnover momentum cuz they get a lot of turnovers. That's kind of been the story of their year in a way is
Mm-hmm.
they've led the league in turnovers. Not that they giveaways. They've led the league in takeaways.
Takeaways, right,
And
right.
with Jordan Love, like you said, being rusty, they could get more. So are they going to be able to maintain that sort of fluky string of takeaways in the playoffs? Who knows? Maybe it all starts with the Packers. So yeah, I have them winning this game. It'll be relatively close in the final
It might be a
score,
low
but
scoring game. It says here the weather is going to be teens to 20s, but winds up to 20 to 22 miles an hour. So,
yeah, but typical NFC North weather. So
yeah. So it might not be a high scoring, fun fest for the fans watching, but I think it'll still be a decent game.
yeah, it'll be Bears Packers. Exactly what on brand for what you expect. It'll be a fight. But yeah. So I guess we can swing on over to 49ers versus Eagles.
All right.
This
Can't
is
wait.
a crazy one here. I think
This is the one that might either make me really happy or really piss me off. It could go either way based on the outcome of this game, but I want to hear what you got.
I have the outcome that's going to piss you off.
Oh, man.
I think the 49ers get upset.
Oh, man. Yeah, you don't piss me off.
Actually,
now,
I think the
man.
Eagles are technically favored by Vegas. I think the
I mean,
Eagles are capable of doing to the 49ers what the Seahawks did. I think their defense is good enough to do that. And I think the 49ers defense might be like a get-right type of defense for the Eagles. I think everyone's playing pretty well against them. So
yeah.
I think this is the worst possible matchup for the 49ers. And that's why part of why the Rams wanted to get that fifth seed, why they played their starters in the final week.
Benched? They benched their starters. I
Um,
thought they benched their starters, the Eagles.
no, the Rams didn't. That's
No,
so
no,
they
no,
got
no,
the
no,
Panthers and
Oh, my
the
bad.
49ers
Yeah.
had to play the Eagles instead of them. So, yeah, I think that decision for the Rams pays dividends in this game, and the 49ers lose, and I think the Eagles actually take this one.
What do you got for the score?
See, that's where I don't know for sure. I'm going to say 27-17.
10-point game. Shit, that's a lot in the NFL
Yeah.
now.
It
That's
is.
a lot in the NFL.
But the 49ers might have been fool's gold.
Oh, now you think all right. That's crazy. I don't think they're fool's gold. I think they were just caught lacking per se against the Seahawks. They were just caught lacking. It happens we all get caught lacking. It happens to the best of us, But with that being said, I have the 49ers winning this game. Actually, I have it a belt to ass type of game, 28-10. And the reason why I have it that way is, 49ers have a top 10 offense. The Eagles defense, as good as it actually was only ranked 13th. It was ranked 13th this year. So it wasn't even a top 10 defense. They don't even have a top 10 defense.
Man, but that defense can beat the shit
But
out of you, man.
Their defensive line is really good. I'll give them credit there. I'll give them credit. Their defensive line is pretty good.
I think Purdy's going to get rattled. And he's
think
not
so?
going to be able to escape as much.
If Trent Williams plays, maybe that'll help a little bit against that Eagles defensive line. It's just the Eagles offense is so terrible, bro. And they didn't even play their starters. I looked at the stats. They rested their starters. You would think after the shit show they put against the Bills that they would want to play their starters for the last week just to kind of get a rhythm and confidence going. But they didn't even do that.
Yeah.
So
They didn't want to have another lackluster showing going into the playoffs.
Exactly. So with that being said, I just don't trust the Eagles' offense to be able to keep up, and eventually that Eagles defense is going to get tired out of always being on the field because their offense can't keep them off the field. And I got the 49ers putting belt to ass winning 28-10 against the Eagles.
Man, that is a huge margin of victory.
Belt to end. Like I
Huge.
said, this game could either really make me happy or it could really piss me the fuck off. And I don't want to see the Eagles and Nick Sirianni's cringy ass talking shit in the tunnels and then getting uploaded on Twitter, and then everybody got to see how much of a douchebag he is. I ain't trying to see that. Yeah, I don't know. I need that tool to get disposed of immediately. So, with that being said, 49ers, I'm rooting for y'all. I think I speak for all of America except for Philadelphia. We're rooting for the what color are they?
Yeah.
Gold and red.
Yeah.
We're rooting for the gold.
I hate both these teams, man. I wish they both
I don't hate the
lose,
49ers,
but I
think
we're gonna have to endure the Eagles' insufferability for
no, don't say
yet
that.
another week.
I hope I'm right for this one, man. I hope it's an ass whooping, and I hope Nick Sirianni gets fired. And yeah, and plus, it's hard to repeat anyways. I mean, before the Chiefs did it 2 years ago, the Patriots did it 20 years before that. So it's not like it's a very common thing to repeat. So
yeah,
I see them losing to the 49ers.
All right. I think this might be one of the sort of like the Texans, one of the shittier matchups they could have gotten in round one for the 49ers.
You think so?
Yeah, I do. I think this is going to be a matchup challenge for the 49ers.
I think they'll handle
Had they gotten the Bears, the Packers, or the Panthers, or the Rams, I think they'd be feeling like, okay, we can win those. But the Eagles might be the worst one of them all.
It's just the Eagles' offense is so doo-doo garbage that I don't think they're like, sweating bullets over it.
I don't know. That defense is suspect.
Their defense might be a little bit of a problem, but their offense can't do shit with us.
Yeah.
So, if we got to win by 3 points, 3-0, then we'll do that. But, I hope that's not the case, by the way. But if it comes down to that, I just don't. The Eagles' offense is so shitty that I just feel like the 49ers got the advantage there. They're a more well-rounded team, we could say. They're more
I guess. I mean, more well-rounded in the sense that they're better on offense, whereas the Eagles are just better on defense. That's pretty much what it is.
We'll see. We'll see. Hopefully you're wrong and I'm right for this. Especially this is the only one where I really hope.
Fuck the 49ers. They can lose too. All right.
Let them live another week. All right.
All right. We're going to move on to the next one. For the next one, we've got Rams versus Panthers.
We really got to talk about the Rams again.
Uh-oh.
Should. We don't. At least we're done talking about the damn Colts. Thank God. Rams versus Panthers. Let me see what I have here. I mean, the Panthers lost. And they got into the playoffs, which is kind of crazy, but it is what it is. NFL rules. And I know they beat you guys before, but remember, they had to play like the most perfect game to just beat you guys. The most perfect game. And I don't see them doing that again. I see you guys kicking their ass pretty easily, to be honest. I don't feel like this is even close game. I got the Rams winning 35-17. Garbage time yards and touchdowns for the Panthers, but I don't see this being close. You guys are getting healthy. Like I said, that win against the Cardinals, I feel like that should build your confidence up. So coming into this wild card weekend, you feel you're flying high and you're going to handle business against the Panthers, a sorry-ass team that made it to the playoffs. And it looks like they didn't want to make the playoffs based on how they played the Bucs, but, it is what it is. And, easy game. I think this is probably the best game you guys could have gotten in the playoffs.
Well, yeah, we fought for it, essentially. After the Seahawks loss, this is what we wanted.
Yeah.
And, let's hope that decision pays off for them. I mean, the Rams are kind of one of those wild card teams, man. They're a quintessential wild card team where you just don't know what you're going to get from them. I think them coming into this fully healthy is an advantage. I do. I think if they were coming in exactly the same way, the condition they were in against Seattle in the last 3 games, essentially, then you start to worry a little bit more. But with Kevin Dotson, Alaric Jackson, Quentin Lake, Devontae Adams, that's a pretty dynamic team right there. And the Panthers have not consistently been able to play ball well enough to stop dynamic teams. Yeah, and in a rematch, I just don't know if they'll have enough gas in the tank to endure. The one thing that worries me is the Rams secondary. Is Bryce Young just going to throw it over our heads? I don't know. He might get some explosives in this game.
He might, but you got to remember, this is his first playoff game, too. And, I always feel a little iffy about first-timers in the playoffs just because, the pressure is different in the playoffs. The games are different.
The speed is different. The hits are a little harder.
Because these
sense of urgency is higher.
It's win or go home at this point now. There's no next week.
And Stafford has so much experience. He has great playoff stats.
Sean McVay as well. I think he'll coach up a good game plan for the Panthers. Yeah. And, they lost, so they can see what they did wrong and correct those mistakes as where the Panthers won.
Mm-hmm.
And, who knows what they can take away from that win.
Yeah, and I feel like the Rams don't feel great about how they played against the Panthers. They're kind of angry at themselves.
Yeah, because that was a winnable game that they lost to them.
Yeah, and this is the moment they've been waiting for. A lot of these guys that have been injured, like Devontae, probably could have come back earlier than they did.
Yeah,
but they saved them. They saved these guys and let them rest up. So they've been planning around this for a long time. And this is where their season starts, the Rams. And the Panthers, I'll be honest, they might come out just like happy to be there.
Exactly. So what do you got to score?
I don't know. I'm gonna say 38-24.
Belt to ass. Okay. Kind of belt to ass. That's a belt to ass.
I think Stafford's gonna come out and he's gonna be cool and collected like he's been there before.
As he should, because he's been here before.
Yeah, and he's gonna go out expecting to play well, and he will. I think this is going to be the real get-right game for the Rams.
Yeah, this is like a little warm-up for the real
show.
Week.
Yeah.
Yep. And you said they were one and done, man. Look at you, man. Look at you saying we're one and done.
Yeah, I look at the way the Panthers – although I said this last time kind of too, when going into our game against Carolina, like, oh, man, they look like shit lately. And here we go again, They do have some big receivers, and our secondary is susceptible.
You're gonna be all right, man. You're gonna be all right.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
If it does end up being a tight game, I think it favors the Panthers heavily at home.
Oh gosh, nah. I don't think it's gonna be a close game. Like I said, the Panthers had to play like their best game ever, and you guys had to play like the worst game ever. In order, and the game
all
was
them
still
turnovers.
close.
Yeah.
So I don't think it'll be close at all. So you could go ahead and enjoy this one, kick back, relax. It's going to be a stress-free game.
Start thinking about next week.
Think about your excuses when you lose next week.
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah, I'll have to have those locked and loaded. I don't make no excuses. I give valid reasons behind my anger.
Yeah, so you'll be all right, man.
All right, well, that actually concludes our wildcard preview segment, which leads us on over to the last power tiers, if I could spit it out.
So sad. I can't believe the season's over, man. Just felt like last week it was week 1, and now
I know.
It's kind of sad.
It's pathetic.
It's exciting but sad. So
I know. I wish the off season wasn't so damn long.
It's like more than half a year.
Miserable waiting for these guys to get back to it.
And I can't even get into the XFL or what is it? XFL
and UFL. I mean, the Battlehawks are cool. We have the best team, Like, not the best team, but we have, like, the most exciting team to root for in St. Louis.
I don't even know if Arizona has a XFL or UFL team. I couldn't tell you.
Phoenix? Maybe. I don't remember. Maybe.
All right.
Yeah, so this is our final tier list, man. Final regular season tier list, so everyone gets to be included. The top list is our year. That's the top tier. All these teams are going to go into the playoffs thinking they got a shot at it. And then we got tier below, one and done, question mark. Now, Rams and Panthers are both down there. Obviously, one of them's not going to be, but they're both on one and done alert. And then I have just an emoji, cursing emoji for the Ravens and the Bucks, because the Bucks won their final game but needed help from the Saints to beat Atlanta. So the Panthers lost that game but actually get to go to the playoffs. So weird.
Yeah,
it's so weird. Yeah, I know. It's just what a shitty way to get in. That team does not have to. Is probably not feeling good about how they got into the tournament this year.
Almost feels like guilt.
Yeah,
like I shouldn't be here. I don't like survivors.
Yeah,
guilt. I
or
don't deserve to be here.
Survivor's guilt, like imposter syndrome, like you don't belong amongst the other teams in the tournament. Yeah, and so weird. The Bucks actually beat the Panthers, but don't get to go. It just feels weird. So that's why they're the cursing emoji, and then Baltimore. Need I say more? They just got looped at the end of that game. All right, reload and rerun. It's exactly what it sounds like, man. These teams, they just need another off season, and you never know. You never know. Maybe 9 can make some progressions. The Lions, they're always a threat. They just, maybe just need another bite at the apple. And the Colts, who knows? Maybe get their quarterback healthy, new quarterback.
They're gonna probably. I heard that they're gonna bring back Daniel Jones. So we're definitely gonna rerun and reload. And we're not. And the owner already did a press conference saying we're not making any changes in coaching or GM, which our GM has been kind of shitty, and people have been calling for his job at Colt Nation, and he's still got a job. He hasn't found a quarterback yet, but he still got a job.
Yeah.
So, go ahead. I had a Colts fan came out.
Yeah,
sorry.
I don't blame you.
Go ahead.
And then Twins. To me, these two teams are basically the same.
Yeah.
I could barely tell the difference between them. If they swapped uniforms, I'd be like, oh yeah, that tracks.
Yeah, good offense, bad defense.
Yeah, and they play as inconsistently and shittily as each other. Like, you'd think they should be good, but then they're just not. Like, they're just a cursed team. Yeah, they're weird. Just super weird, snake-bitten teams. And then, thank God it's finally over. Put them out of their misery is the bottom row. Shout out to Atlanta for winning, 2 straight? One against the Rams and against the Saints.
I think they won more than that.
Was it more than 2 straight?
I want to say maybe 3.
Was it 3 straight? They may have won 3 straight.
They were on a winning streak, though. And the fact that they
fired their coach after.
Hey, great job, man. Finishing the season strong. All right, go ahead and back up.
All right. Now here's a cardboard box. Pack your shit up.
Yeah.
I think they could have let Raheem go another year. I really do.
I get last year he missed the playoffs and this year, but I mean,
he's dealing with a new quarterback. Really, his first year starting.
Yeah,
come on, bro.
They should have never drafted Michael Penix. Honestly, they should have just got prior Kurt some more help because he did pretty well near the end of the year. At least he did all right. But definitely don't draft a guy that's already been like on almost 3 career-ending surgeries. And I don't think he got a fair shake, but it is what it is. As far as the tier list, it's pretty good. I mean, this is the last one, so we kind of know already what's going to happen and what these teams are.
Yeah, the playoff teams are in the top 2 tiers, and the rest of them are.
Yeah, I just would say the one and done would probably be the Eagles. I would switch the Eagles with the Rams.
What about the Bills?
And it's funny you got one and done for the Steelers, but you got them beating the Texans.
Yeah, I think the Texans are a better team. I just think teams from a tier below can upset teams from a tier above.
Yeah, I would say I would actually move a lot of teams from one and done to our year. Like, I would say I would swap out the Broncos for the Bills.
Oh, goddamn, the Broncos, the 1 seed?
Yeah. I would swap them out, and because their Broncos offense lately has been kind of I would swap them out. I would actually leave the Texans and the Steelers. I know you had the Steelers winning, but I see them as one and done. They just don't have enough offensively or defensively. The Eagles, you know how I feel about the Eagles. But as far as like the Ravens and Bucks, yeah, they Lamar handled his business as he should. Got him in great position. Kicker missed it. I would be pissed. I mean, he was pissed. And the Bucks won their game, and they still. How do you? That's gotta be so frustrating.
I
You win the
know.
game, and then you still don't get in.
I know. Just so
That
shitty.
sucks. But
Just
at the
so
same
shitty.
time, the Bucks were such good position to start the year off.
They
They
were.
were like 6-2. They were running away with the South, and
Yeah. Unlike the
they had
Ravens, who started 1-5 and had to battle back.
Yeah. So yeah, it sucks they won, but at the same time, you guys had
Yeah,
guys
you had your
such a good
opportunities,
lead.
man.
Yeah.
You can't feel too shitty.
Reload and rerun. Like I said, I would actually put the Vikings down to thank God it's finally over, because that 9 experience. It's got to go. It's not gonna work.
But man, they've
It's
won a
gotta
few
go.
games
They won a few,
down the stretch.
kudos, but you can't say that was because of JJ McCarthy. You
He
can't
turned
say,
it into 9.
He turned into 9,
And he
got
won
100
games.
He got 150 yards passing for the game. That's not gonna get it done in this league, buddy.
9.
I would say thank God it's finally over for the Vikings. I would leave the Lions there, man. That was such a disappointment. I'm kind of disappointed in the Lions not even making the playoffs.
Me
dude.
too. Me too.
I thought they would
It's
be
such
better.
a shame.
Twins,
And it feels
yes.
so weird. Like the Packers, I get the Packers the fuck out of here. Just put the Lions in.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. I would agree, but the Packers did beat the Lions twice.
Yeah, I know, but man, I'd rather see the Lions in.
I'd rather see the Lions, too, especially how the Packers look like lately. But the Lions haven't looked that good. I'm surprised they, like, 2 weeks ago they looked like they didn't even know how to play football.
Yeah.
Thank God it's finally over. Yeah.
God, there's a
Man.
lot of teams down there.
It's a shit
There
show.
is a lot of teams down there. What's that? 11 of them. Poor Chiefs.
Yeah, I mean, the
how far
Saints-
they've fallen.
Yeah, the Saints kind of got like a bright future with Shook. And,
Shook.
Yeah, they might be something, coming. They might be a work in progress. Let's not, next year don't be surprised if they're in contention for the South. I'll just say that. I think they're trending in the right direction. The Saints. I would say that. The Giants, man, they got. I don't. They should. I mean, Russ came out saying he was playing with he injured his hamstring. It was a grade 2 hamstring injury. He just came out and said that, so that's probably why he looked a little off.
Oh,
Why
okay.
he got benched.
He been
But-
off for like the past 3 years.
Nah, he's been hurt, man. And the Browns, I mean, they kind of made it clear they're not gonna stick with Shador. They're still up in the air, and plus they got Watson still there. I forgot he's supposed to be coming back, and
I forgot he was in the league, dude.
Yeah, so they still owe him like $50 million next year, so they're definitely gonna make sure they pay him and keep him on the roster. Maybe he can mentor Shador for a year, and then they'll give him the boot, because they just have him until next year before he's no longer a problem of theirs. Commanders just fired both the coordinators, I think. Cliff Kingsbury's been given the boot, and their defensive coordinator got the boot. So who knows what they're doing now? With
Yeah,
Jaden
Cliff
Daniels.
Kingsbury about to be out of the league.
Out of the league, thinks he's not going to get another opportunity
As a coordinator? I don't know.
I think he does all right. He does all right. He
If,
had Kyler
if
Murray.
he got let go from the head coaching
Cardinals.
job, and now
Yeah.
he's a coordinator and he got let go. Ooh.
Well, I mean, he didn't have his quarterback this year. That's not his fault. The
Then why'd you
Dolphins,
fire him?
I don't know. I can't speak on it. That's above my pay grade. I don't know. But the Dolphins, I don't know either. Actually, I don't know what they're doing. They were like really, really shitty, and then they started winning some games, and then they're shitty. I don't know what
Yeah,
they're doing. They're so bad. They don't even know if they want to be good.
yeah,
or bad.
they're a meme team. They are a meme team.
Oh, the Raiders, man. They raid us. You want to be a Raider? No, I don't. So we don't need to speak much about them. The Chiefs, they lost their even when Mahomes was out there, they weren't doing much. They need a lot. They need a new O-line. Kelsey needs to get the hell out of there because he's washed.
Once Mahomes went down, that whole team quit.
Yeah.
They had
and
no fight left in them.
the Jets.
Losing against the
You-
Titans and the Raiders, that's just sad.
The Jets. The Jets. Did you see the Jets finish the season with no interceptions?
I unbelievable. Unbelievable. This team is like crazy bad.
Crazy bad. And was it Garrett Wilson led the league, led the team in I think catches or yards and he hasn't played since week 6. That's how bad the Jets were this year, bro.
Yeah, tough times.
I don't know if they're gonna keep Aaron Glenn. I'll be surprised.
Yeah, it's shocking he hasn't been fired yet. Has he?
That's why I haven't seen him.
I was waiting to hear. Wait,
Yeah.
Aaron Glenn not fired?
Yeah,
This team was just like had
Justin
no
Fields,
spark.
Justin Fields, man, I think he's done in the league. Either he has to accept being a backup, or he's in.
Yeah,
I think at this point he kind of got the idea like he's not made for the league either, unless he gets rejuvenated by like Kyle Shanahan. But I doubt it. I mean, Trey Lance still looks like shit.
Yeah,
He started for the Chargers on Sunday and he looked like shit still. So not even Jim Harbaugh could make him look decent.
right.
So yeah, but it is what it is, man. The season's over. These are the teams. Teams in the bottom. Just hope you guys find the franchise player that you need to turn the team around. Like I said, the Saints are probably the only one in that bottom list that might be a problem next year. So we'll see how they do.
The Giants, you never know.
The Giants, they had what's his name, Josh Dart out there.
Jackson Dart and
Jackson Dart,
once
whatever.
he gets Scatterboo back, they might be a little bit of a dynamic duo.
How many games did they win while he was out there?
A lot.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe like
one game.
Like
One game. Yeah.
Okay.
Ain't gonna be shit.
That's better than most their games.
Russ and Dart probably won almost the same amount of games, and Russ hasn't played like in 12 weeks.
Well, Dart is a rookie, so he has an excuse. Russ,
come on, Russ would have
get the
cooked
fuck
something
on
better.
somewhere and get a media job.
It's all right, Russ, come to the Colts, man. We need a backup mentor / emergency quarterback.
He's gonna cook. You're gonna burn down Lucas Oil. You can't cook around oil.
But yeah, it is what it is at this point, man.
Yeah, those bottom teams. Better luck next year, man. Well, I think it's time we move on to our hot take segment. I have a few. We can fly through this. We don't need to spend too long on each one of these. I know it was kind of a long show, a lot of topics, but did you want to kick us off with your first? Do you have hot takes this week?
Yeah, I got 3. I'll go first. The Raiders should have gave Pete Carroll more time. That's my hot take. I don't think he earned the right to get fired. I mean, he was dealt a shitty hand with the Raiders roster, and Geno didn't work out. But I think if you give him like another year or 2, maybe he could have done something.
I'm gonna say that's definitely a hot take. I mean, that team had no spark. There was nothing to cling on to with that team.
You think so? You don't think like
nothing?
Maybe you got a better.
There's nothing Pete Carroll can point to and say, well, at least I got this right. There was nothing about that team to cling on to, so he had to go.
Damn, I was hoping. I was surprised I'm not gonna lie. I was surprised he got fired, but I guess Brady's gonna have a big input in the next coaching hiring.
Yeah,
like I said, we got John Harbaugh now, free agent. We got Cliff Kingsbury, free agent.
That's not happening. That's not happening. They're gonna try and find someone.
They want someone young. That's what I heard. They want someone young.
I'm sure they do. Yeah, like a McVay. Everyone wants a McVay,
but
or a Shanahan.
Not everyone is a McVay or a Shanahan.
Yeah, that's why so many teams get coaches off the McVay and Shanahan tree.
Raheem Morris was from the McVay
Raheem
tree.
Morris, Matt LaFleur, Kevin O'Connell, even Brandon Staley. He turned out to be a big failure, but Brandon Staley. Yeah, they just pluck.
Oh, the Chargers coach.
Like every year they pluck it seems like our coordinators. Yeah.
That guy. The guy that showed the 27-0 lead.
Yeah.
He got fired after that
Goes
game.
for it on 4th downs in like his own 35. Yeah, that guy.
I woke up feeling gangster today. That's what I went for it on 4th down.
Like, oh man, 4th and 10 at our own 25-yard line. Yes, please. Let's go. Yeah. Oh, you're doing. I know what analytics say, but you're listening to analytics way too much. Yeah, man.
Yeah. You gotta
chill.
It's like they don't have common sense. Like,
read the room, bro.
You see where that yellow line is, and you see where your line is. That's where you need to go, and that's all the way down there. And you're
way the fuck down there. So chill. All right,
you think that's a hot take?
Yeah, I think that's a hot take. Yeah.
Damn. No love for Pete.
No, not after this
Elderly.
year. Yeah, too old. He's basically Joe Biden out there on the sideline. All right. My hot take is the ESPN broadcast of Seahawks versus 49ers was horrible. The NFL needs some kind of universal standard of quality control. And what I'm specifically referring to is the audio mixing, I think, was horrible. Like, the crowd noise wasn't being piped in. Oh, no, it wasn't. I had Seahawks, 49ers. No, it was Bucks and Panthers. I'm sorry. Wrong game. Yeah, no hype, no crowd noise, no atmosphere. The announcer sounded dead, partially because there was no crowd noise, I'm sure. It sounded so quiet. It didn't even sound like an NFL game. It sounded like you were at church. It was just dire. It was not a good experience. And the NFL needs to whatever Fox and NBC do, just do that. Make sure you get that on point. Make sure you're piping in the crowd noise with the microphones. Make sure you're getting the mic audio from the players on the field. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But it could also, because, they got tiers as far as the broadcasting goes. Like, Brady gets the game of the week. Troy Aikman, they get the Monday Night Football game.
Well, yeah, but what's that got to do with it?
The announcers make a big. At least
okay. The quality of announcers, I get that.
Yeah,
but I'm talking about really more of their audio mixing. Like, there was no crowd noise in the game.
Maybe it was just.
It wasn't dead. I looked.
It's the Panthers and Bucks.
I know, but come on, bro. They were cheering out there. It was just quiet.
Like I said, they have tiers. Maybe they had to put the newbies for this game. Like, hey guys,
Yeah, I don't know.
At this position, try to audio mix this game, make it sound good. But if it's not, no one's really gonna be.
CBS dampens their crowd noise a little bit more than Fox and NBC. I noticed, and I don't like it. I like that epic, and the crowd's going wild, and the offense can't hear, and it's like you can't even hear. You're like you're there, and they're like, oh fuck, I can't even hear that. The crowd's
Yeah,
I like that. So high.
Well, for me, I was away this weekend, so I had watched the games on my phone. So I was getting all the audio through just my phone speaker, which that's I'm over here trying to watch the game on my iPhone, and all the audio coming through one of those speakers, so I couldn't really tell the audio mixing issue. But I'll take your word for it. I'll say that's a hot take, man. I've never had no issues with the audio in other games that I've seen ever. It never stood out to me, but like I say, it could have just been, they put the interns out there, give them a shot.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they're trying something new for Week 18. I don't know.
Yeah, who knows? But I think we'll see how playoff football. I feel like the audio gets bumped up, especially the crowd noise.
Oh my God, you have to bring the crowd noise. If you dampen the crowd and it sounds like a church in there or a funeral, my God, it sucks all the energy out of the game. It's like, is this a playoff game? What are we doing here?
Because it gives that intensity, this is real.
Yeah, this is epic. This is a gladiator match. This is crazy.
Yeah, because it's so loud. The crowd's going crazy. It kind of amplifies the moment.
Do or die, baby. Yeah.
Oh, I love that. Especially when fourth down, when the team goes for it and the home team's trying to get their defense pumped up. Love it.
Yeah.
That's a warm take, because I would say, because I kind of agree. I think the audio is a big part of the experience of the NFL.
Yeah, and if you fuck it up, man, you really fuck up the whole vibe.
Yeah, because you feed off the energy. It's weird in the way you do. You're not there physically, but you still feed off the energy from the crowd, and it gets you pumped up.
Imagine the announcers announcing over no crowd noise. It would make it so weird, right? It just
during COVID,
every moment of silence would feel like an eternity.
Let me put it this way, the crowd's noise is really important when during COVID. I don't remember. By the time NFL started, it was kind of more relaxed. But during COVID, when the NBA started, they used virtual crowd noises. They had speakers in the stadium just to fill that crowd noise, because it just plays such a big role into the sport.
It's too awkward without
that's
it.
That's how you know how valuable it is that they had to implement fake noise of a crowd into the games just to kind of give it that soul in a way.
But then, of course, you look in the stands, and there was cardboard cutouts of people, and it was okay, this is still kind of weird.
That was a weird time. But.
It really was. But anyway, don't want to spend too long on this. You can go on it on your next.
Yeah, my next one. This might piss you off a little bit.
Okay.
But you might like it. Who knows? But I think Stafford is the MVP. It's not even close. He finished the year with 46 touchdowns. Drake May only had 31 passing touchdowns. So he has 15 more touchdowns than Drake May. Same amount of interceptions. And on top of that, the Patriots played the easiest schedule this year. And the Rams actually played the hardest schedule this year. I looked at the rankings for strength of schedule. Rams were first. They had the hardest schedule. And down all the way at the bottom was the Patriots with the easiest schedule of the year. So the fact that Stafford did this against the toughest schedule out of all the teams in the NFL, he had the toughest schedule, and he balled out like the way he did, easily MVP. Not even close.
I have a hot take about this too. Similar.
Not even close. Not even close. Give him the trophy right now. We don't have to wait. Just give him the trophy right now so he can focus on the playoffs. I'm sure he has his speech ready to go, but it's not even close. It's Stafford.
All right. Well, yeah, I have a similar hot take. I guess I'll just do that one next. But it's similar. It's not exactly the same. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough to know how voters are going to vote. They're going to really, really split hairs over this one.
You think so? I don't think so, man. I think it's so one-sided for Stafford.
Do you? But the betting odds don't say it's that.
You know how many times I lost money on those betting odds that you speak of? Yeah, don't trust them motherfuckers out there in Vegas. I don't know, man. I'll be shocked if Drake May wins the MVP. I get it, he's the number one seed. Whoop-de-doo.
He's not the number one.
Oh, he's not the
won
number
his
one.
division.
Right. He won his division.
Number two.
He's number two. Whoop-de-doo. I mean, he didn't play in the NFC West with the 49ers.
I know. That is a gauntlet of division.
The Seahawks.
God.
He played the cupcake schedule, man. I don't want to hear no close MVP race. It wasn't close at all.
I will say, there's arguments you can say for either one of them.
And if you throw in his rushing touchdowns, he's still not even close.
He's still not quite there.
35.
It was 35. I thought it was 38, but it is 35.
No, he only had 40. He only had 4 rushing touchdowns, so he's still 11 less touchdowns than Stafford.
Yeah. I don't. You already know how much more I value passing, so it's not as difficult for me to say Stafford. The one thing I'll say in Stafford's favor is, to me, he passes my eye test more than Drake May does. Just when I watch the two of them play, I think Stafford's ahead of May in terms of
he should be.
Basically everything.
20 years in.
Yeah.
But
Drake May's playing well for really, really well. No shade against him. Where he's at in his career. I mean, he's playing outstanding. But Stafford will make plays that just make your eyes pop out of your skull. Like, how the fuck did he make that? How the fuck did that just happen? And he does it all the time. Multiple plays per game often.
Not the last 2 weeks. I'm just kidding. Nah, he did.
Well, even then, even in losses, he'll make throws.
He'll make some crazy throws.
Sometimes they get called back by refs, but they're he'll make a throw to Puka in coverage. Puka make a crazy one-hander, but even the throw is crazy. He'll do no-lookers to open up receivers and stuff. Yeah, he's just so impressive. If it were my vote, and I got a vote, I would definitely also go Stafford. 46 touchdowns passing only is crazy.
Yeah.
This whole total touchdown thing doesn't weigh as heavily to me. Passing touchdowns, man, that's what I want to see. Because you can't break Peyton's record with rushing. You just can't. You need passing only. He threw 55. And if you have 46 throwing only, that's pretty damn good too.
Man, that's crazy. 55 is hard to do. Even in Madden, that's hard to do.
I mean, 55 is seemingly impossible. I mean, that
even
just
the extra game.
That took the ceiling off the record. Because it was like 48 for Marino, 49 for Peyton, 50 for Tom, and then here comes Peyton with a magical season of 55. We may see that record stand for a long time, even in a 17-game season. It's crazy.
Yeah, 17. Now, even if they do end up going to 18, I still don't see that being broken so easily.
No.
Look how rare it is to still get 40 touchdowns. That's still kind of rare. And especially high 40s.
Yeah, and Peyton would have games where he'd be throwing like 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's just
there's levels to this, man.
Yeah, absurd.
But that's my hot take, because I can't say that's a hot take because you kind of go in the opposite direction of my take, so I can't really agree with that one.
What?
Oh no, actually, that makes it a hot take then, right? Yeah, never mind. That is a hot take. The fact that you think it's kind of close, when I think it's not close.
What
Yeah,
the betting odds? The betting
I mean not the bet, but
or the
the
MVP
MVP.
race? Yeah,
Yeah, I don't think it's close at all. I don't think it's close at all.
Most people seem to think it's close. That's all I'm saying.
They don't know ball like
Yeah,
we do, man.
Well, I have a hot
They're
take.
not on
I'm
a
gonna
podcast like we are. We're on a podcast.
Yeah,
man.
we're podcasters. Okay,
We're
we
media
know what
members
the
now,
fuck
man.
we're talking about.
Yeah, we're media members
Okay.
now.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm just gonna piggyback my hot take off of yours and say the MVP award is too reactionary. The odds are shifting way too much week to week. After that Atlanta loss, it went to Drake May's favor, like or minus 325 or something. I was like, oh, dude, at that rate, he has it. Stafford was like plus 400. I was like, oh, no way. Stafford lost this thing. And then the final week of the season, Stafford has a 4-touchdown game against Arizona. Drake May doesn't really do much. And all of a sudden, now it's like minus 150 for Stafford and plus 200 for Drake. So it's like, this is too weird. It can't be that reactionary where it comes down every game is make or break. Like, come on.
Yeah,
pick a lane, bro.
Medium as a former gambling sports addict, I could tell you why. The closer it gets to being more obvious, like if you put a bet in the game, for example, and if you put it at the start of the game, the odds are going to be way let's just say higher, or the stakes are going to be higher, as opposed to you doing it in the fourth quarter when one team's already winning by like 2 touchdowns. Yeah. So I get it. It's always going to be like, that's just the way gambling is, man. They're just trying to shake you out your money and, make the risk as hard as they can on you to make sure you lose your money.
So you think they were bullshitting with those odds?
Yeah.
After the Atlanta
game,
the
Falcons game,
they were bullshitting us.
Yeah,
they were trying to win some quick money or something.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, people are the same way. They see something, they're gonna react to it. So they probably saw, oh shit, because that's also what moves the odds is people where they're putting their money towards. So they most likely a lot of people saw that game and said, oh shit, well,
Drake May is making a comeback, but Drake, I don't.
Stafford's falling off. Drake May's not. So let's go ahead and start putting our money there. And but
I suspect Stafford will win it. I suspect it.
It's not even. If it was close, then you could say Drake May, but it's not even close.
Well, the touchdowns is the thing that separates them.
It's a big gap.
Yeah,
big gap.
And that's probably the most important stat. It really is
for the quarterback MVP.
Yeah.
I mean, for the MVP in general.
Yeah. Yardage almost barely counts if you have a high touchdown count.
Do you know who led the league in touchdowns? That's not a quarterback.
Let's see. Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah, our guy.
How many?
I don't know. I don't know how many he had. I can't tell you.
Oh, damn! Was some kind of Colts fan.
I couldn't tell you. I just know that I saw the post from the Colts that he led the league in touchdown. Let's see, 2025. Let's see, 18 touchdowns. All right, nice.
Not bad.
He didn't finish with the rushing title though. That sucks. But he did at least finish with the rush or touchdown title, but not the yards.
Who got the rushing title? Was it Bijan?
No. I think
Cook?
it was Cook. Yeah. I want to say James Cook.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, James Cook. Yeah, James Cook. Then Henry second, and then Taylor third.
Yeah. Taylor kind of fell off, man.
He did, but he still at least led the league in touchdowns, man. We got to get our W's where I could get them.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Let me pop my imaginary bottle and celebrate. Let me take a sip of this water.
Just water on the rocks. Okay, so I guess I'll just go into my next hot take while you're sipping your spiked water.
I can give you my last
one.
Okay,
give me your last one.
My last one is the Bengals should fire Zach Taylor. That's 2 years in a row you missed the playoffs. You're always off to a slow start.
I actually kind of agree with this.
And
I know he went to a Super Bowl. I actually kind of agree.
So I'm Super Bowl what? It's been 5 years since that season, or four
Yeah,
years. So
yeah,
it's time to move on.
it's time. Yeah, they've underperformed way too much, and their team is kind of mismanaged right now. I know they're a cheap franchise, but
They are, yeah, and they're probably
goddamn,
not gonna let
man.
him go because they're not trying to pay him while he's on contract.
Yeah, I
But he
kind of
needs to go,
agree.
bro.
Yeah,
He needs to go.
I'm gonna say
Can't.
that's a cold take because I agree. It
All
might be
right.
a hot take to other people, but it's to me, I just agree.
Yeah, it's just you can't be starting off like 0-2, 1-2 every
Yeah,
year, and then
no,
just trying to
you
fight
can't
your way
do that. You
back.
can't live like that, man. You're gonna get
No.
fired.
Anywhere else, you're gonna get fired. The Bengals trying to save a penny where they can. You'll be all right. You'll be all right.
Yeah.
You live to see another day. But that's my last take.
All right, I have a few more actually, but we can go through them pretty quick. We don't have to sit here and dissect them. Now, this one is weird. I don't know if I totally agree with it myself. But teams that win their division with a sub 500 record should have to forfeit their right to play the wild card game at home.
That's kind of a cold take because I agree. I hate teams that play in shitty divisions and get in the playoffs because I feel like they're just taking up space. Um, the Panthers taking up space. The Eagles a couple years ago when they made the 7th seed for the first time and they played the Bucks, it wasn't even a close game.
Yeah.
It's just you can't be shit just because you play in a shitty division. You can't just
I know
give.
I know I'm a little biased this year for this because the Rams, that would in theory mean the Rams get to play at home,
Play at home.
and
Yeah,
the Panthers would have to forfeit their.
I would agree because you can't reward shit.
I know that 8-9 is just like, oh my god, dude.
Yeah, that's bad. And then you lose on top of that with the Panthers. Well, at least in this case, the Panthers losing, coming off a loss, and you get in. Yeah, nah, I agree. You gotta at least kind of punish
Yeah,
the team somehow.
you can't reward that bullshit. And second of all, how nice would it be if we got playoff games in SoFi? Such a beautiful stadium, and even on TV, it looks good. When you watch games at SoFi, you're like, oh yeah, this stadium's
all right.
beautiful.
Now you sound a little too biased with the Rams. All right, I don't know. We'll speak in general now. But
That's just factual. I'm not even. We're speaking factuals right now. It's a beautiful stadium.
But
even on
I
TV.
do agree. So that's a cold take because I agree. Yeah, I don't like when shitty teams get in the playoffs in the first place. I get it. They're the one the division, and if you took away that, then it kind of makes the division titles worthless.
Yeah.
But you gotta at least do something. Like you can't, be shit and then expect us to travel to your shitty stadium and watch your shitty team play.
True.
Probably get blown out potentially, but
That shitty ass Carolina stadium when we could be playing at SoFi.
yeah. I agree. So that's a cold take.
All right.
Cold take.
All right. Well, this one you'll probably hate. If the Chiefs have another mediocre season, Andy Reid needs to be let go.
That's a hot take because a coach like that should leave on his own terms.
Yeah, I don't believe in that coaching tenure shit. I mean, look at John Harbaugh.
No, but Andy Reid, he's got 3 Super Bowl rings and he's taken them to 5 Super Bowls. So it's not like John Harbaugh, he's won 1 Super Bowl, and that was like, what, 20 years ago?
Still, bro. You can't
Not
have
20.
2 seasons. You can't have basically a team that quits like they have once Mahomes
Well, that's
goes
how
down.
important. That's how important Mahomes is to the team. That he gives that team energy. He gives them that team heart, belief, motivation.
Not enough to win. Not
He's
with
their
this
Lord
team.
and Savior. Well, I mean, goddamn. I mean, eventually Superman's gonna get tired. But
I don't know that Superman actually does get tired. To be
well, in
honest
this
with
case,
you.
this Superman does.
Okay.
But he can only do so much, man. And the writing was on the wall last year in the Super Bowl that they had a lot of flaws in their game. Yeah, they were like the number 1 seed in the AFC, but still, man, it's just. I say it depends. Like if they have another like kind of rough year like they did this year.
Yeah, another
then-
one like this.
Nah, I say 2 years. Like if they go the next 2 years,
Oh my
like
god,
this bad,
that's a
then
wide
yeah.
berth right there. I don't know how much more the Chiefs fans would be willing to endure of Mahomes' career not.
If I'm Andy Reid, if
Succeeding.
you call for my job, I'll just go like this. Show you the 3 rings I got you.
Yeah, and
before
you
you didn't
do
have
that.
any of this hardware. If it wasn't for me, where would you be?
Shut the door on your damn hands. You slam the rings in the door. So
that's a hot take.
That's a hot take. Yeah.
Because Bill Belichick should have been able to leave on his own terms, but I get that. What's his name? What's the owner's name? Robert Kraft just didn't like him, so I get it. He was just finding that loophole to get rid of him.
Yeah. All right. Well, my last and final one. This one's a little crazy. The only NFC West team to win a playoff game will be the Rams.
That's pretty spicy.
Yeah, that's how about that for a hot take?
That is a hot take because that's crazy. So you're saying the Seahawks
and the 49ers will be one and done.
One and done. That's crazy. I'd say that's a very hot take because I actually had the 49ers winning pretty easily against the Eagles.
You did. So
and the Seahawks, I could see the Seahawks being one and done. I don't know. They kind of did impress me against the 49ers, but man,
But
Sam Darnold
defensively, they did not do what they did against the 49ers against the Rams.
Yeah, no, they didn't.
That wasn't even close.
Yeah. Maybe the 49ers just had a bad game. Who knows? But I guess it would depend who the Seahawks play, but I think the 49ers beat the Eagles pretty easy. So that's a hot take.
All right.
And that's kind of biased of you to say that because I just feel like you just hate both teams because they're.
No, I think there's a real possibility, given the way the bracket is structured, that can happen.
Say that when we got audio proof of you saying "fuck the 49ers," "fuck the 49ers." We have several instances of you saying.
I'm realistic. I've had them at the top of my power rankings and shit.
And now you have them as one and done. That's crazy. That's crazy. No, I can't let you do that.
Look, man,
they're gonna be all right against
this
the
Eagles matchup. Is kind of similar to the Seahawks to me. Has the same vibes.
Nah.
And then the Seahawks are gonna have to play the Rams or the Bears or the 49ers or the Eagles.
How does that work? Whoever wins, how does that work?
They're gonna play the lowest available seed.
Okay.
So it's going to be Rams, Niners, or honestly Packers. No, it could be the Panthers.
What are you guys, a 7th seed? Let me check.
No, the Rams are the 5th. The 7th is the Packers. 6th is the 49ers.
So they would most likely play the 49ers then.
If the 49ers win. Otherwise, if the Eagles win, then it's likely the Seahawks versus Rams.
I don't like this pessimism that you have going on.
Well, I'm always pessimistic about the Niners.
Yeah, see, that's the hate. So, as a non-biased fan of, or a non-fan of the Rams, I would say that's a hot take because I do think, like I said, the 49ers win pretty easily, and they'll play the Seahawks. And maybe the Seahawks will, I don't know, because it is pretty tough to play in Seattle. They get loud up there. They got the 12th man, whatever.
It is, but it's not as intimidating as it used to be.
They had the Legion of Boom. Yeah,
it's not the Legion of Boom.
They got something going on now.
They do, side. But
it ain't no Legion of Boom, but it's still something. It's What's the softer version of a boom? Legion of Bam. Legion of Bam. We're gonna give you the Wham Bam. Yeah, that's a hot take, man. That's bias and hot take. That's just the Rams in you, the Rams fan in you. I'm glad, but you know what? I'm happy that you have some hope that the Rams aren't going to be one and done. That makes me real happy because a couple weeks ago, it almost sounded like you were ready to jump off the Rams bandwagon.
Well, they're a wild card, man. I just think after reflecting on.
They definitely are a wild card.
Yeah, well, technically, yeah. But, I mean, just like a wild card in the metaphorical sense, like figurative sense. But I think after recently reflecting on all the the players that we lost to injury and getting them back is going to open things up a little bit for us. And it's going to make their trip down the playoffs more interesting. I still think they could easily lose. Divisional round could end up being their ceiling like I thought, but I'll be interested to see how they play Carolina. If they play them really well, I say, getting our players back may be the thing we needed. Who knows? Kevin Dotson and Lark Jackson could have been way more important than I even gave them credit for. Our running game is now like running for 8-9 yards a clip. We're constantly in 2nd and 1s.
Well,
It could be that. And Kevin Dotson is pretty damn good.
Well, I'm looking at the picture I had sent you earlier about the bracket. So I guess the Seahawks play the winner of the Rams Panthers game from what it looks like here, based on the little line.
Yeah,
it goes to the Seahawks, and then the winner of the.
But that's not. You can't just do it based on where the line goes, because the number 1 plays the lowest available seed. And it could be anywhere from.
That means
from 7 to 4.
Oh, that means if the Chargers win, they have to play the Broncos.
Yeah,
that's whack.
Yeah,
that's whack.
And if the Packers win, they have to play the Seahawks.
That's so whack. Because I was hoping.
That's the advantage of being the 1 seed.
That means that the Patriots have to win in order for the Bills to play the Broncos. Oh man, oh brother. Oh, that means if no, well, yeah, hold on. Okay, yeah, so the Chargers would play the Broncos, and then the Steelers or the Texans would play the Bills. Okay.
Are you trying to figure out like an easy route for the Bills?
Maybe. I was just trying to do the math a little bit.
Yeah,
but
I've been brainstorming for the Rams. Like, wouldn't it be nice if we got Panthers, Packers, Bears to the Super Bowl? But no, you can't get Bears and Pack because they play each other.
Yeah,
but yeah,
you get the Panthers, Packers.
And then from there's a lot of hard teams.
Yeah,
a lot of shitty ones. Yeah, maybe the Eagles. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. If you guys beat the Eagles, then yeah, that would be nice. But I hope the 49ers take care of the Eagles for my sake. But yeah, it's gonna be an exciting weekend, man. Can't wait.
Yeah,
excited
so
for playoffs.
Excited. Playoffs are so fun, especially the wild card and divisional rounds, because you still have that kind of a buffet of games, like the smorgasbord of games that you still get to watch. Whereas the championship game, you got 2, and the Super Bowl is just the 1. Yeah,
Super Bowl
and the wait for Super Bowl feels like it takes
10 years.
I know. Between championship game and Super Bowl, feels like there's a whole off season between those 2 weeks. Oh my God! Especially when your team's in it, it's like, oh my God, dude! I just want it to go right now. It's miserable waiting.
Can't remember the last time. I mean, I was in high school and the Colts were in it, and I can't recall how that felt, those 2 weeks waiting, but I recall the feeling I remember of Peyton Manning throwing that interception to seal the game. I remember that pain, and I don't want to remember that pain, but yeah, other than that, I don't. It's been so long.
Yeah. Been a while.
16
Peyton Manning.
years?
Yeah.
16 years.
Since Peyton's era.
Damn. We'll be there again one day.
One of these days, man. One of these days.
Well, we just got to get a quarterback, franchise quarterback. Like I said, Daniel Jones not the answer, and our GM not the answer either, but he's still there. So who knows how long this quarterback purgatory we're gonna be in? But hopefully it gets resolved soon. But I doubt it.
Yeah,
it's been 6 years since or 7 when he retired, 2019. So almost 7 years since Andrew Luck retired.
Yeah, that's the problem with QB purgatory. It's so hard to get out.
Yeah,
Steelers have been in it as well since Roethlisberger, because they always constantly going like 8-8 and shit. When you're doing that,
it's hard to draft high.
It's hard to move much. You always get like leftovers.
And I've been thinking lately too. I know you mentioned it, but damn, man, this year, this quarterback class. I mean, Cam Ward, Shador, and I mean, I guess Shook. They were saying Shook might win Rookie of the Year based on what he did. But I mean,
I haven't even thought about Rookie of the Year.
This last couple of years of rookie quarterbacks has been kind of
Yeah.
I mean, Trevor Lawrence.
Well, Jaden Daniels last year.
Yeah, Jaden Daniels last year, but look at him this year. Like, he was out there. When he was out there, he didn't look the same.
No.
Injury. I was gonna say Trevor Lawrence finally.
Yeah, but he's been in the league a few years.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Finally, after like 5 years almost in the league, he's finally showing why he's the number one pick for that class. And yeah, it's just I don't know, man. We got Mahomes, Lamar, but these are all like I guess the 2020s quarterbacks from this decade.
Yeah,
it's been kind of lackluster, I would say. Joe Burrow, I mean, he's amazing, but he can't stay healthy.
Yeah, that's been his major flaw.
Justin Herbert, he came in 2020.
He's been kind of.
He's got to do something this playoffs.
He does. He's got to do something at some point.
I mean, Justin Fields, he's a bust.
Yeah, bust.
Based on where he was picked. Mac Jones, he looked good this year, but I mean, man, after that rookie year,
he hasn't been anything yet, really.
Yeah, that rookie. Yeah, well, I mean, Bill Belichick kind of did him a disservice hiring a fucking defensive coordinator to be offensive coordinator.
Yeah,
Matt Patricia.
So weird.
But yeah, I mean, I was just thinking, like, damn, we really need to like step up the quarterback game.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, we do. Hopefully, these guys get it together.
Yeah, I hope so, man. It'd be fun if the Colts are competitive too. How fun would that be next year?
Oh, that
Rams and Colts.
I mean, it was fun the first 10 weeks.
Yeah. It was fun for like 5 seconds.
Pre-podcast, Colts was a team of destiny.
Yeah, it was. You were upset about the Rams loss. You felt cheated because you thought you had an undefeated season on the line.
Yeah, man. I was like, we should have won that game.
And we're about to go 17-0. Little did you know that was like the last. That like your soul basically got stolen after that game.
Oh man, pre-Blitz Colts was something special.
Yeah, pre-Blitz Colts, man, they really were. They were
hey, Dad,
like an historically great team.
I'm gonna tell my kids, hey Dad, can you tell me about the pre-Blitz Colts? Oh son, let me tell you.
God, that first 8 games, bro.
They were a team of destiny. They were up there with the undefeated Patriots at one point.
Like offensively, they were statistically amazing.
And then an incident happened, and we never were the same.
I thought it would be fun with the Colts playing so well. Maybe we should do a podcast.
Yeah, your dad decided
how foolish I was.
Make a podcast to talk your shit about the team.
You tempted fate. And I was like, yeah, sure, we can do a podcast. That'd be cool. I guess I didn't get the curse quite as badly. We'll see this playoffs. We'll see how badly I get hit.
Yeah, if your team wins the Super Bowl, then you're welcome. The Blitz miracle.
Yeah,
I sacrificed my team for yours.
Yeah. What'd you call it? The Blitz? What? The miracle?
Blitz miracle. Something like that. Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh brother.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that'd surely be manna from heaven if we won. That'd be crazy. We're gonna probably wrap this one up, man. I'm tired as hell. Nothing to do with the podcast or whatever, but just sleep schedule's all crazy. Woke up at 2 a.m. this morning, so tired. My eyes are getting heavy. It started like podcasting my eyes closed.
Yeah. It's
one of those.
It's been a long ass Tuesday, and then no Monday Night Football yesterday. I just felt weird.
I know it's so weird, Yeah, I took my kid to a children's museum today, so man, I'm extra burnout.
They got like dinosaur bones and stuff.
That would be more like the science center. This place is more like little hands-on activities for kids and climbing around and stuff too. Learning activities, trains, and I don't know. It's hard to explain, but
kid stuff.
Yeah, it's like kid stuff. Yeah.
So I went to the museum earlier this year, or not. I keep thinking we're in 2025, but I guess technically last year, like in September, October, I went to like a dinosaur museum. It was actually pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I don't know if they were real dinosaur bones. I don't think so. Based on the price I paid, it was like $15 to get in. I doubt they were real. They felt real though, but it is what it is.
Yeah, you got to go to like the Smithsonian or some shit for that. But yeah, dinosaurs are cool. I like Jurassic Park and shit. Who don't?
Yeah, I love Jurassic. I used to watch them every Friday.
Oh, dude, honestly, you could watch that movie over and over. It was so good.
Yeah, it was either between that and Mortal Kombat.
Even the non-dinosaur scenes are pretty good. Like that movie's like a comfort movie. Like it just has good vibes, you know. They're even when they're on the computers, like, I don't think this shit going. We got a storm front coming in. It turns like he looked like he turned off all the power. Like all that shit. That's all good, dude. The movie's so good.
Yeah, I love that movie.
Did he turn off the power to the rap defenses? No, it looks like that one's still online. Yeah.
I haven't seen it in a while to remember the lines like that. I just remember Samuel L. Jackson in the movie. I remember that the T-Rex scene, of course, where that guy, what's his name?
The lawyer dude?
No, they got the glasses. They're in the Jeep.
Oh, Ian. Oh no, his real. That's in his movie name. Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah, Jeff Goldblum's like, go, 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 and the T-Rex is chasing him.
Yeah.
And then yeah, so many good scenes in that movie.
You were so preoccupied with whether or not you could. You didn't stop to think if you should.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was so good in that movie.
I think it's on Disney. Is it on Disney? No, I don't think it's on Disney. It's not a Disney movie.
I don't know where it is. I think I already own it on YouTube, but I don't know if it's on anything. Yeah.
A movie from YouTube?
Yeah, sometimes I'll buy a movie from YouTube if I really like it. Like Jurassic Park, Goodfellas,
isn't it censored
Inglourious
on YouTube?
Bastards, shit like that. Yeah, I don't even remember. Is there a censored version of Jurassic Park?
I'm just speaking on YouTube movies in general.
Like Goodfellas. Yeah. I don't think so. I think you can get uncensored like regular shit. I mean, if you buy the movie, damn.
I don't buy digital movies. If I did, I'd probably get it from like either iTunes or like Amazon or something.
Yeah, Amazon's a decent option, but YouTube's just so convenient for me. I already have premium, and everything's just on there. So I listen to music on there. You know.
Oh, you don't have Spotify or? Apple Music?
we have Apple Music, but I have YouTube Premium. So it's like anything ever uploaded is on there too. So, and I get to listen to it with my phone screen off. It's the same thing to me. I don't know. So, yeah. But anyway, we're rambling. I guess we should probably cut you loose. See y'all next for the week. Divisional round. Can't wait to get into the results of Wild Card Playoffs. So fun. See you guys next time.
Later.